Curve, and the Curve DAO token. Now, there is a lot of money locked into Curve right now. I think it's about 1.9 billion. Now, it's an AMM, effectively for stable coins. Basically, it's a liquidity protocol. And a lot of projects are plugged in to tap into Curve's liquidity. And development right now isn't bad at all. I think people are sleeping on Curve. I think there's still room for this to do really well this year. Before I get into why, if you're new here and you don't know what this spreadsheet is, it shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. Now, in all the videos, I showed myself buying up these coins. They were cryptos that I expected were going to make me very good money. If you'd have bought these the same time as I did, you'd gotten in at these prices. If you'd have put only $100 into each, you'd have been able to sell at these prices, and these are what your profits from $100 would have been. So in under a year and a half, around 15, 16 months, your total profit would have been 123 grand. Now, depending on where you live, that could be a house, that could be a mansion, or that couldn't even be a house, to be fair. Now, you don't have a year and a half to sort your portfolios out. You don't actually have really a couple of months. We're in October now. It's known as October in crypto for a reason. If you're not confident in the coins that you own, it's probably because they're not going to make you any money. And if that is you, get onto copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my entire portfolio with my members. Whenever I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, the price I'm going to do it at. So my members can copy along exactly, so they make the same profit as me without any work at all. And on the site, you'll see what my members have earned. You can read their testimonials, you can watch the videos and see the successes that we've had. It's all public record as well, so you can verify it all. And if at the end of reading it all and verifying it all, you like what you see, guys, try it out. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain before these markets start ripping. Now, Curve. When Curve actually launched, it did really well. You know, it launched hitting heights of like $11.50 on launch. In fact, I think it went higher than that. Jesus, $60. Now, it's never going to hit that again, let's be clear. But after obviously the initial launch and the expected drop that you always see, you know, dropped to around 40 cents or so, and it did rally all the way up above $6. So it had a pretty good year, but a lot of projects have tapped into Curve and its liquidity. There is still about 900 million tokens to be released. It is worth noting that, you know, in terms of token unlocks, you know, we're going to see more, but right now, no data on small unlocks, but I'm sure there's going to be some small unlocks at the moment. I mean, we're here right now, so we should really have everything that has gone out. So total supply is 2.1 billion, but circulating supply 1.2. So in terms of coins, like I said, they launched in August of 2020 along with the Curve DAO. The purpose is to function as a governance medium, incentive structure, and fee payment method, along with long-term earnings method for liquidity providers. Total Curve supply is 3 billion, the majority of which, 62%, are distributed to liquidity providers. The remainder is divided 30% to shareholders, 3% to employees, 5% to community reserves. Shareholder and employee allocations come with a 2-year vesting schedule. Curve had no pre-mine, and the gradual unlocking of tokens means that around 750 million should be in circulation after one year after launch. Obviously, we're way past that now. Now, in terms of what it is, it's a DEX for stablecoins that uses an AMM to manage liquidity. Curve is now synonymous with DeFi and has seen significant growth back in 2020, and it's still growing. It's still doing well. In August of 2020, Curve launched a DAO with Curve as its in-house token. The DAO uses Ethereum-based creation tool Aragon to connect multiple smart contracts used for users' deposited liquidity. Now, the founders of Curve, Michael Igorov is a Russian scientist who has various experience with crypto-related enterprises. In 2015, he co-founded and became CTO of NuCypher, which is a crypto business building privacy-preserving infrastructure and protocols. He also was the founder of decentralized bank and loans network LoanCoin. Curve's regular team is part of the Curve allocation structure and will receive tokens according to the 2-year vesting. In August of 2020, Igorov said that he overreacted by locking up a large amount of Curve tokens as a response to Yearn's voting power, awarding himself 71% of the governance in the process. Now, obviously, that wasn't ideal, but the fact that Ian acknowledged he overreacted is no bad thing. In terms of Curve right now, they have been doing really good stuff. Like, in fact, let's get this on. Right, as you can see, this is Curve's current statistics. So, market cap wise, 307 mil, and yet total value locked is over 1.8 billion, 6 times, which is pretty damn good. Excuse me, guys. You can also see how Curve reacted to moments. So Curve's launch, the Convex launch. You can see MIM depeg. You can see UST depeg. You can see staked ETH depeg. You can see FTX collapse, re-entrancy hack as well. So if you're interested in any of these, you can also obviously look them up. So you can see after the re-entrancy hack, there was a big drop in value locked. And yes, the value locked is weaker than it was at many of these points, but still not bad. And in terms of development activity, they're getting pretty damn good development on Curve. As you can see, this is the development activity. This is not bad at all. In terms of weekly commits, that's pretty good. Like, Curve is still, people are working on Curve quite regularly. They have a few controversial proposals which are worth looking at. But overall, statistics-wise, I think this is pretty good. 78% of the tokens as well are staked, which again is a really, really good sign. If 78% are staked, there's going to be far more buying pressure than selling pressure down the line. And when the buying pressure starts kicking in, this can pump. There is no reason it can't. In terms of developer commits, here you go, the statistics. So obviously, as you can see, we're actually at a point where over the past, well, we would say really sort of 10 months, developer activity has been pretty good, starting to kick on really well. In fact, as we can see here, there's a huge amount of developer commits a few times. Like, the developer activity is actually better right now than it was in 2020 and 2021. So again, really good sign that we're going to start seeing some interesting stuff coming out of Curve. I do think there's a lot of people sleeping on Curve right now. Also, by the way, if we're having a look at Curve, now the downside is always going to be, look, it's not going to get a listing bounce. It's on every big exchange. So we're not going to see like a huge pump off the back of being listed anywhere. But again, when we have the natural flow of a bull cycle where we start seeing lots of money flying into DeFi tools, I mean, you always see that. We'll see loads of money going into lending and borrowing protocols and stuff. Like, that's always the way. People don't want to sell their crypto, so they'll try and borrow to reinvest. But once those lending and borrowing protocols start pumping, you'll see the other DeFi solutions like Curve start pumping. I can see this getting back to $2. I'm not saying this is going to hit, $6 or 60 like its all-time high, but I definitely can see this getting back to a couple of dollars. Puts it in a market cap of $2.5 billion. That's fair. For what they're actually doing, that's very, very fair. But what do you guys think? Do you think this can do way, way more? Am I being harsh? Do you think, excluding the 60, like their launch, let's say $6 is their all-time high, can it beat $6? What do you think? Nothing. You can never discount anything in crypto. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Look, as we're in a bull cycle right now, if you're not happy or confident, more importantly, in the cryptos you own, do something about it today. Get onto copymycrypto.com, have a look at the site. That's the site I run where I share with all my members the coins that I own. Whenever I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm looking to buy or sell, the price that I'm going to do it at, so my members can copy along exactly, so they make the same profit as me without any work. You can verify what everything that you read on the site, whether it's what my members have earned, whether it's their testimonials, whether it's our successes. It's all public record. If after going through the site, after verifying, you like what you see, try the service out before these markets start ripping. Because once they do, if you're holding the wrong coins, you're just going to watch everyone else making money while you don't. It's not a position you want to find yourself in, guys. And that is it from me. I'll see you in the next vid. Take care. Bye-bye.